Good evening. My name is Kristie Kalinowski. I'm our Senior Director of Franchise Sales here with Primrose Schools, and I'm so excited to be here with you this evening. In Portland, I got the timer called on me by Greg, so I'm going to try and stick to my script and really introduce you to Primrose Schools. To get us started, raise of hands, who here has actually heard of Primrose? That is pretty impressive because our closest location is actually in San Diego with a concentration of our schools in the Bay Area. So as you think about your next chapter in life, why not make the journey with us? At Primrose Schools, we're building a foundation for success, not only for the children that we serve each day, but for our franchise owners. Franchise ownership, as Greg mentioned, offers a compelling investment opportunity with both personal fulfillment and strong financial potential. Primrose Schools serves a high-income demographic. We bridge the gap between daycare and traditional preschool, which meets a critical market need. With more households now, with 2 working parents who place a high value on early education, the demand for quality early education and care continues to rise. We're not just a preschool. We're a mission-driven brand focused on nurturing active minds, healthy bodies, and happy hearts with a little help from our Primrose friends here. Our mission is to forge a path that leads to a brighter future for all children, and together we can do just that. At Primrose, everything starts with the beginning. A child enters our school as an infant, and over the next several years, we have the privilege of watching them grow and their siblings into confident learners, compassionate friends, and future leaders. We're there from day one, at the very start of their educational journey. And for our franchise owners, it's also the beginning of something big, a career path that proves to be deeply fulfilling in many, many ways. Early education is expected to be a $73 billion industry by 2028, and it comes with big responsibility, shaping our next generation. We service children as young as 6 weeks of age, if you can believe it, up through age 5 for full-time care, and then we can also provide summer camps and after-school care for children up to age 12. Primrose was founded over 40 years ago in 1982 with one school and a bold vision to deliver the best and most trusted early education and care for children and families across America. Today, now across 35 states and 547 schools later, our growth is as intentional and strategic as ever. The need for early education and care isn't going away. Families will continue to grow, and parents will continue to seek trusted, enriching environments for their children. It's their most precious asset, after all. This investment opportunity checks all the boxes. It's recession resistant, AI resistant, and benefits from that long-term customer life cycle. As a franchisor whose focus is on our franchisees instead of running our own corporate locations, we're ready to fully support you, from site selection to grand opening and beyond. Now, what truly sets Primrose apart is our balanced learning approach. It's time-tested, research-based, and it allows you to command premium tuition in the market while delivering exceptional outcomes. It's the reasons why families choose and stay with Primrose Schools. We're proud to say that 97% of our pre-K students actually show kindergarten readiness. That's the power of balanced learning. It's a curriculum that builds upon itself from classroom to classroom, helping students transition off to elementary school confidently with a strong foundation academically, socially, and emotionally. Now, looking at the numbers here, which is all in our franchise disclosure document, we aggregate data on over 400 schools. So this will give you a strong picture of why so many franchise owners have chosen to invest and will continue to reinvest with Primrose. Now, a little bit about me. My beginning of something big began over a decade ago when I stepped into franchise development, and I've helped many entrepreneurs like yourselves figure out their path. I'm also a very proud Primrose parent to these 3, so I have experience in all facets of the customer lifecycle. I can personally attest that our schools deliver across the board, from a premium look and feel to health and safety being central to our design and operations, and most importantly, to the delivery of high-quality early education. Seeing firsthand the big impact our schools can make is the best part of the journey, and I'm here to help guide yours. Now, let's talk briefly for a moment about my other favorite little ones, our Primrose friends. They help bring a critical component of our curriculum to life each day, character development. We have a mantra here at Primrose Schools that who children become is just as important as what they know. So character development is actually woven into our proprietary balanced learning curriculum through our Primrose friends. By the way, Chick-fil-A, we have a cow too. Her name is Molly. And with her character trait being respect, Molly agrees that everyone here should eat more chicken. The first 5 years truly set the stage for a child's entire life, which makes not just daycare, but early learning so important. You have the ability to pave that path for those 200 little ones that are in your care. Now, we have territory opportunities in nearly all 50 states where you can bring our Primrose friends to, including right here in LA. So with that, I'll open it up for questions. And please come find me and my team afterwards. We have little Primrose friends for you, and we're here to help you begin your something big. Thank you.
Great job. I was wondering, you said you're catering to a high-end clientele. Are they paying for their kids to go there, or is it publicly? How does that work?
It's very private, for profit. Tuitions are going to range based on the area in which you're operating, but somewhere within the infant range of $600 to $800 a week, I would estimate in this area.
Gotcha. And how many kids do you typically average per?
200.
Can you walk us through the financials? What are the fees, royalties? What are the total all-in costs to start generating revenue? And then what's the average time to break even or profitability for your franchisees?
Absolutely. Some of those things I can't touch on because not everyone's gotten a franchise disclosure document yet, but high level, in terms of overall investment costs, a number of owners own the land and building. So with that, that's going to be the highest investment. I'd say in this area, anywhere from $10 to $13 million all in. So that's going to get you the land, the building, startup costs, working capital, FF&E, everything. Tables, chairs, buses too. You'll need 15% of that from an equity injection standpoint to qualify for lending, and we do typically utilize SBA lending for this. To touch on franchise fees, our royalty rate is 7% of gross revenue. We have a brand fund, which is national advertising, which is 2%. And then lastly, there's some marketing expenditures that I want to note, but they're not fees. It's more mandated spend for you. So depending on which market you're in, you're looking at anywhere between 10 and 11% between fees and mandated spend, which is pretty consistent across the board. In terms of time to break even, entirely dependent on you and your ability to ramp your school. I briefly touched on in the presentation, we do have new school coaches. So they're going to help you in terms of understanding what is everything that I need to do 6 months before opening my doors to help me get to a point where I'm opening with children in the door, right? That's the goal. Getting your brand name out there, starting to hire, starting to train, starting to tour so that you can serve those children on day one. Our goal for you is to open with anywhere between 50 and 90 children on day one and reach 65% occupancy by month 12. Not every school hits that milestone. Those that do are on very strong footing, and we'll help you get there.
You mentioned being AI proof. I'm curious if you all use AI tools in your business and if you expect franchisees to lean into AI.
Really good question. So we're not utilizing robots to change diapers just yet, but it might be on the roadmap. We don't know. We've done a really good job about integrating technology into our business overall. We utilize an app called ProCare where we have a secure check-in, check-out system. We also have a technology center. So again, I don't anticipate us to get hit like other industries, but being able to understand how our consumers interact and want to interact from a parent perspective, I think is the way that we can most impactfully use AI in our business.
Also curious, what do you look for in a franchisee outside of the capital, the real estate? Like, what are the common denominators of the people that buy into this business that end up being successful?
So it's about those that want to be ingrained in their community, right? When I am walking into a preschool and I'm interviewing you, right? Essentially options that I'm going to leave my child. I want to know that you're there and that you care. So someone who is not afraid to integrate into the community, to be able to build that team. You're going to have 35 to 40, typically women, looking at you to be able to lead and guide. And working in a preschool is a hard job, right? You have 200 little people. I can barely take care of those 3 little people. So, being able to really motivate that team. And honestly, the character piece of it is the biggest piece for us. The financials just check the box. But who are you as a person? Can you effectively communicate? And do you care? Why are you passionate? Why do you want to be here? That's what's going to make you most successful.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was just curious, what do you feel like separates your brand from other brands competing in the same industry?
Really good question. Our balanced learning approach, hands down, is going to be the differentiator. It's consistently implemented from school to school. So if I were to take my children out of school in Texas today and bring them to our school in San Diego, they would seamlessly fit in. What that does, it gives us really good data, really strong brand consistency and standards, so your investment is protected. And then overall, just understanding that you are with a premium concept holds a lot of weight when you're choosing to make that investment. Like I had said, early education is not going away, but being with a brand leader who's consistently reinvesting in their programs will continue to have you at the top in your community. And go Bills. Thank you.